it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Dancing to his left. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Watson. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Here comes Pettis on the return. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play.
There's certainly a lot of quality receivers on this team, so he's no lock to make this squad. But the way he's got to do it, make every routine catch that comes his way, and mix in some of the big-time ones like the one we just saw there.
On first down, Fields. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on. On play action, Fields. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Justin Fields, 35 yards. And the Bears get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the fourth quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And able to get.
I'll be right back. How you feeling, Amanda? Yeah, you couldn't keep up with me. Never. Right? Whole couple days without having it, it's like you're a virgin again. Are you still watching me? I'm just packing a bowl. Okay. Yeah. About to do. What's his score? Oh, I never. Is it hard?
To the 25.
Oh, God.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides
No,
of the football.
don't.
And
You'll
one
kill
thing
your
that's
buzz.
really plagued them
You'll
are the
smoke yourself
turnovers. They've
sober.
had
Plus,
issues
trust
keeping
me,
the
it's
football in their
doable.
possession.
I've done it
Every
when
game
I
that's
first
ever
started
been played,
smoking.
all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
Oh, yeah!
And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it. Touchdown, Bears! N'Keal Harry, 39 yards. And the Bears take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
I ain't gonna beat my old score.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. And the Browns getting set to go. The disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
I certainly like what he did right there, because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Being chased out left.
Wow!
And this is picked up by the Bears. And the return stops just a little bit shy.
I speared him so fucking hard, the ball just went forward.
Some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they
boom! Oh, they may call him down.
Up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field.
No.
After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback?
I'm doing a fullback run. I don't know. It's supposed to be up above review because it's 3rd quarter. Oh, injury.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A give to the fullback on the dive. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down and 7. A play fake, now Fields to throw. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 19 yards that time for number 19.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Equanimous St. Brown ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Bears are pouring it on. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Santos with the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Watson throwing middle, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. To throw is Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the past. Last time we had someone get 3 in a contest.
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then against with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 14 yards and a Chicago first down. Fields. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. Throwing again on second down. Fields. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to in my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 15 now. Watson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And he will slide down with a good gain. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked in and ran, but he's still short of the marker at its 4th. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And we'll see what he can do on the return. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm
with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right.
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A huge play there for Chicago. 56 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop.
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
It's J.O.K. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
Back to throw. Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. N'Keal Harry ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Johnson won't return this, and the football will come out to the 25. Cleveland offense making their way out.
And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. Little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Watson's throw taken in by Grant.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game.
Yep.
Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points.
It's right.
An absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
$40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Well, CD, we are witnessing something that I never thought that I would witness. I would imagine you never thought this, too. I mean, we have a team taking the field in an NFL game, and they are up by triple digits. I mean, 50 is a lot, but to get to over 100, this is just crazy. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
Powering forward. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll go again with Herbert. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They'll try the air now with Simeon. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
Oh!
He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Evans diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Nope.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field.
It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board. So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
From the 31, Brissett. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Let's go ahead and put check marks by it all, partner. No points. Down by 4 touchdowns. Haven't had anything going today on offense. Why not add a late sack to the mix? Obviously a day to forget for all involved. Let's give plenty of credit to this defensive effort. They've been excellent from start to finish.
Now a deep, and now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears.
You know, if this is the regular season, partner, we'd be talking about just how costly a mistake that was, but probably good for him to get it out of his system right now.
Just hope for him and the team it's not a sign of things to come.
Yeah, without a doubt. Plus, got to worry about making the team. Those types of errors don't help you.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Herbert once more. There's a nice move. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
A handoff for Herbert.
And some room to work. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Khalil Herbert,
32 yards.
And the Bears continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th.
Thanks.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Why? Oh, damn. Hopefully he didn't. Whoever's watching, I'm playing as a coach.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Browns
135-0 is crazy, my friend.
Thank you, thank you. I'm playing as a head coach, not a player.
You know, it's funny, I talked about this with a coach in the offseason and kind of had this scenario, like what feels good to you and what feels good to your team. You're down big. You really have like one possession left, and you're trying to put points on the board that don't matter. But do they? And he told me they actually do matter. And in this situation, he's going to try and run the best offense he can run to have at least a little bit of confidence to take away from that game. So right now, they're going to try their best to get something up on the board and not get shut out.
Brissett on 1st down. They'll go screen here to Hunt.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Brissett. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
Reese just went to work.
Okay.
I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. A give up the middle to Evans. Pushes past him. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Draw play, a give to Herbert. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Bears just continue to roll. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Santos with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
1,003 yards passing, 565 rushing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Heading out is the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit.
All right, sweet cakes.
That 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board,
oh, how is he not injured? His leg should have been fucking broke. You want to play this? We'll play this. Come on, big boys. The boys are back in town.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this.
And now the ball's out.
Get the fuck out of here with that baby back screen bullshit. Monsters of the Midway, ho.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books.
Hit you like the 85 Bears.
And now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Ow. If your buddy wasn't there, I was going to get out.
Tackle there, Martin Emerson.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. They'll run. It's Herbert. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
This is Herbert. And he's
oh! That fucker jumped me. Like I fucked his girlfriend or something.
They stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it?
Yeah, push me forward for more yards, dumbass.
And making sure they didn't get there.
Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now Herbert.
Oh.
Managed to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
On third down, Herbert.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And we are inside of 2 minutes left. Lopsided affair. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw is Brissett. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
Brissett to throw for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
They'll run here with Herbert.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big
All right,
as
welcome back.
but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Evans.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood.
Hey, Sweet Cakes, I'm playing as head coach.
Nice hard charging run. Give it right back.
Oh, no, I got nobody watching. No, I mean online on YouTube.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Cleveland offense making their way out. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming day. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Don't do us like that.
How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
Bell brings it in across the formation.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get something to drink. Oh. What? Oh yeah. What you eating? Mm. Cut 20 players.
Easily see how many. Here are some recommendations to get you started. Meeting your season goal comes with higher rewards.
Why? Why? Why does he want to see you? Don't go. I mean, you might try to kill you. Yeah. All right. All right. This is where I punched out the ball and won. This is where I punched it out again on Deshaun Watson. All right. Well, I think that does it for me on here. I might play a different game though if you want to stay put. I'm just going to smoke real quick.